Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Up the Guts podcast. Joining as always is your host, Tricky, and my co-host, Will. How are you, mate?
I'm okay. I'm okay, Trent. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm all right. Because it's the fucking flag, boys! 2023! How good are those pies?
Yeah. It was a good game, I thought
the Dazzler. How good is the Dazzler? Oh,
He's all right.
how good is the Dazzler?
He's okay.
Oh,
He's all right.
great game, though, wasn't it?
Yeah,
We'll definitely
that was
deep
a good
dive
game.
into that soon, but it was a good game. But you were supposed to go out Saturday. Was it just too packed? Is that why you didn't bother? Or
Nah, just by the time I got done celebrating,
was
even though it's on my team.
Or had Jai tapped out?
No, it was just because I walked over to the G, met up with him, and went into the ground. Then we walked over to the AIA Centre.
Mm-hmm.
Waited, but then we were there for about an hour and a half, and they shut the bars. So in the end, we both said no.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know when you have that big break in between drinking.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we're like.
Did you walk past a lot of the madness though?
Yeah, I went into the ground.
Did you just run over and got in?
Yep.
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah, pretty good. Nah, the perks of living close to the G. Oh, that reminds me. I got your present.
I thought you didn't get one.
No, oh! There you go, mate.
A little poster. I was going to open it up.
But yeah, so before all the madness started, I got you a little gift.
Cheers, mate.
No worries.
Cheers, mate. Flag pie.
But yeah, so walked over. As soon as the final siren went, I got to Fed Square just as Darcy Moore was on stage giving his speech. Watched a bit of that.
Oh, what a man.
Got abused by a few Brisbane supporters because I had a Collingwood scarf on.
Mm-hmm.
Then walked over to the ground and I saw there was only like 3 people in line for the posters, so I grabbed a few.
Oh, that's a surprise. Everyone's probably too busy celebrating.
Yeah, it got real busy real quick though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did it? So there was 100,000. There's just over 100,000 there. Was it as big as a crowd you've ever witnessed? Do you reckon?
I've been to 3 grand finals. But
Yeah, but like.
Yeah.
12 on Collingwood. Let's be real. Collingwood, come on.
Yeah, it was a decent crowd.
Yeah.
Like, it was busy. Probably up there with one of the biggest crowds I've seen there.
Now, before we get on to that and more get into that game, do you want to hear what happened? I told you I had a little story for you. If you remember.
That's right. Yes.
Instead of going to the grand final parade, I couldn't back out and go in because I'd already paid for the ticket. Otherwise, I would have tried to sell it, but it was too late. I went to listen out at Caravan Gardens.
Yep.
Oh, Caravan Gardens. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Went there. Was drinking. Shout out to Bailey Smith, Nick Day, because I was started on the pros and the Barries, the new Barries. They're not bad.
Is that their drink?
Yeah, their drink.
Okay.
So I started on them. One very nice drinks. I didn't mind them. So I got there, and then we get in the double blacks. And I'm like, I'm feeling it, and then I start feeling it, But then I get through the day all right, but that's not the part of it. So to end the day, little Uzi closes the show.
Okay, yep.
I'm at the front of the mosh pit. So you can imagine how many, and I look around at one point and go, holy shit, where have all these people come from? I'd shit, they're probably about 5,000 in that mosh pit.
Yep.
Couldn't move. First of all, it starts with, like, I didn't think much of this because, first of all, I feel a bit of wetness. I was like, looked over, someone spilled their drink on my jeans. Oh, shit. But like, it's not much to expect from that. Like, it's all right.
No.
It's all right.
Oh, no.
I was like, it's all right. And Connor knows about this too. He thinks it's funny as.
Yeah.
I'm not a very aggressive, I'm not an aggressive person. I couldn't fight myself out of a plastic bag. But I was ready to fight.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm standing at the front, just some of the boys. By the way, believe it or not, just not like this happens all the time. Jaden's nowhere to be seen. He's just gone missing.
Yeah, casual.
Casual, yep.
Expected.
So I'm standing with some of our mates, just, vibing out to Uzi. Bit of warmth. I'm like, someone dropped their, I guess someone's just dropped this smoke or something.
Yep.
And I was like, it's going in my pants. No, the feeling keeps coming. Turn around. Someone's decided to take a fucking piss on me in the mosh pit.
No way.
Yeah, he just starts pissing. Because I turn around, I see him put up his zipper, and I look at him, he goes, we're good, bro. No.
He's pissed
And then I've turned to my mate, and I've gone, this bloke's just pissed on me. He goes, nah, fuck off. I'm like, no, he's just pissed on me. He's like, why didn't you hit him? I'm like, oh, well, we're all in this mosh pit. Where's he gonna fall? And I'm like, I'm not an aggressive person, you know, I don't do that. But I'm just like, that ruined my night. I had to get out of the mosh pit after that.
That's fucked.
But-
Were you wearing a good pair of jeans too?
You know, my baggy denim blue jeans.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so he's ruined a good pair of jeans.
So no, it's not that he's ruined it, but it's just more of the fact, if I wanted to kick on, it shows up. Because it's blue jeans. It's not like it's black jeans. It's black jeans. I got away with going out later if I wanted to. But blue jeans, it just shows up everywhere.
Another bloke's pissed on your leg. You're not going anywhere after that.
I'm not going anywhere after that. But that ruined my night.
Even the smell would have been fucked.
Oh, tell me about it.
No.
But I just look at him like, are you serious?
Oh, wait, that reminds me. You know how Sench had the...
Marmalade and all that.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there.
Obviously, so I was there, and then you were at Stench with Marmalade. Marmalade were there, and
CJ was there.
CJ Jai from Hawthorn were there. Good DJ, CJ? Or?
Oh, yeah. Good set. But...
He was with Hey Siri, wasn't he? Was he?
Huh?
Was he mixing it with Hey Siri, I saw? Was it?
No, I've got no idea, mate.
No, you know.
No, I was pretty sober, but
okay,
I was right at the back.
Yeah, okay, yep.
But, yeah, anyway, so midway through CJ's set, I'm standing up with a few of my mates, and same thing, I'm like, oh, shit, someone spilled their drink. Or like spilling their drink, because I could feel, I was wearing shorts, so I could feel a couple of little droplets hitting my leg. You know when someone's pouring a drink out.
Yeah.
Anyway, I look over, some bloke's got his cock out, and he's just pissing it on the Sench deck at the back of the mosh, and his mates are sitting there filming it. I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
But like I said to some of the boys, if it wasn't me that it happened to, that's a pisser.
Yeah, well, literally.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Because it's me, I'm just like, nah, that's just ruined my night.
Yeah, true.
That's just ruined my night.
If it happens to one of your mates, it would have been worse if you weren't wearing jeans, I reckon. If he was pissing on your bare leg.
Oh, well, I contemplated wearing shorts at that one point too.
The only thing
I thought to myself, I'm going to go pants because I'm going to cater for later in the night.
Yeah,
in case fresh air comes through. Although I did finish at 9, but I thought you'd like, that's why I couldn't tell you the next day, because I was like, nah, this needs to be said on the podcast. So I just decided to have a little bit of a urinate on my leg.
That's not good.
And then looks at me dusty as ever and goes, good bro. And I mean, he was dusty.
Oh, fuck.
But that mosh pit got a bit insane too. Got pretty...
Was he good?
Yeah, he was pretty good too, and he kept trying to get the mosh pit going. It gets dangerous in there sometimes, doesn't it?
In mosh pits?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or it gets elbows fall, people falling over because everyone's pushing back. And people try and tag it too fast sometimes. Like, they're not even going backwards. They're pushing everyone sideways. So everyone's going down like dominoes.
Yeah.
And it's just like...
Not good.
No one was playing it at this point. Uzi wasn't even out and they're trying to start it. I'm just
shit.
Calm down. But he's a bit of a weird character, isn't he?
Who?
Uzi.
Oh, yeah.
Comes out full hood over everything.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just like, ooh.
Yeah.
Right.
Who was meant to be the main?
So he was there, but Metro Booming was supposed to be.
Who replaced?
1-4, which is still all right.
I heard 1-4 was all right.
Yeah, which was still good, but the only thing is, a couple of them are locked up or a couple of them aren't allowed to perform. This is their first time listening out, being allowed to perform, but only 2 of them performed.
Oh, okay.
There's only 2 of them are either not on probation or are allowed to perform.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure 1 or 2 of them
are back in.
Are in prison.
Yeah, so... Speaking of them, I'm going to watch it. I think it drops today, or something. They got a documentary on Netflix.
I'll have to get on to that.
Yeah, it's starting. I think it drops today. Just pretty much talking, all about it and all that type of stuff. But yeah, what are you laughing? You're still laughing at the urination.
You got pissed on.
Oh, you can't believe it. And I'll tell you what, we won't talk about the situations, but how about those Uber prizes getting home on a public holidays?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I knew it was going to be bad, but it's not even the Uber prices. I think it's the fact of you get it, you lock in that price, they take so long to confirm it.
Yeah, true. And also...
The internet was so bad where I was too, but I think it's because there were so many people there.
On Saturday, it was pretty bad.
What?
Uber prices.
Yeah, I can imagine,
At 10:30, Giles trying to get home from my place, $110.
To his house?
Yep, from...
Well, from Scoresby to mine in the end was $143 at 9:30.
But that'd go based on how many Ubers are in the area. There was a lot of Ubers in the city.
There was. And I didn't walk past him, but I ended up seeing it on his TikTok. And like I know him from like TikToks and that. This guy was busking out the front. He's like a young rapper. And like he literally just goes to if any rapper comes or any festival comes, he comes and just performs and then records it and puts on his TikTok, and he's blown up like over that.
Oh, really?
So he's got given deals over that and shit and all that type of stuff. So whenever a rapper comes, he performs outside of them and tries to get them to react. And most of the time they do, and they like acknowledge him and shit.
Yeah, nice.
So that's pretty cool.
Good on that bloke.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. But let's move on. Oh, let me just open it up. First of all I gotta say is, I was made for loving you, babe.
Stop singing.
How good were they?
They were very good.
Oh,
that was.
Is that one of the best we've had?
I feel like didn't you? We said this last year.
Was it better than Robbie?
I didn't really catch the Robbie.
Neither did I.
But I feel like Delta Goodrum ruined that a little bit. Not a big Delta.
But I tell you who was good, and he's up there, the best ever. Good old Lionel Richie.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Was that 2010?
I can't remember what year it was,
10.
but yeah. But he came. Someone pulled out or something. They were talking about. Someone pulled out, and he came with like a day's notice. And it was
good on him.
And it was literally for. I think he came for like a slab or two.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was like drinks. He goes, "I'll do it for this," because he was like 60 or 70, like when you came over.
Fair.
But
yeah,
yeah,
Kiss was amazing.
As the little kids. Speaking of Kiss, did you catch the longest kick?
I did catch the longest kick.
As Dan Gorringe.
How was Fev?
Oh, Fev was letting them go, wasn't he?
Oh,
Dan
yeah.
Rich let one go, but how's Stray kicking further than Checkers?
It's a big improvement.
Shout out to the Marlow boys.
Can I from DJing at Sench, finishing at 1 a.m. and then driving to the longest kick, they would have got there 2:30 maybe.
Yep.
And then waking up, I think the longest kick was on at 10 a.m.
What is Checkers like as a DJ, by the way?
I didn't catch a single
you
part
would
of his
CJ's
set.
part, yep.
The only part of his set I caught was when I went in to get Jai drink.
Oh, yeah.
But no, he said g'day to your mate.
Who did?
Jai.
Did he? Did he say he was from me, or you just said,
he
hey?
had no idea. He was blind.
Oh, okay. Because if he said Tricky, you'd be like, oh, Tricky, you know.
Yeah, no.
Because I was actually talking to him yesterday. Did you see Sports Center reposted a video from Will Taylor? Like the one that, Sports Center, the Instagram page.
Yeah.
He goes worldwide, and have you seen the videos where he's on the planes and the plane like noise goes off to get up?
Oh, yeah. And then he claps.
But do you know what the funny thing was?
What?
When they did it and they said, courtesy of they tagged the wrong Will Taylor. And I messaged, because I replied to the story, I was like, I tried to click on your name and they've tagged the wrong Will Taylor. He goes, yeah, I'm fucking fuming. Because I'd be
messaging.
It's like got 20 mil views or something, and it's got the wrong Will Taylor. It's some guy from New South Wales or something.
Oh, no.
Newcastle.
What?
Yeah, but that's a bit of a stitch up.
That's a catastrophic mistake from Sports Center.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
That was a funny video, though.
Yeah, it is. It really is. It really is. But yeah, Kiss, obviously. And then you're saying... Marmalade from finishing at Sands, driving to the city, then going to the longest kick.
Yeah, and they slept there.
Yeah, and they would have, and they did Clubby Sports grand final brekkie.
Yeah, they did.
They DJ'd there, I think.
Did they DJ there?
Yeah, Dill Buckley did a milk shoey.
Oh,
yeah,
that's rough.
Yep.
How shit was the halftime entertainment though?
What was it again?
Lead singer from the Hunters and Collectors.
Yeah,
ruined his own song.
I think I went in my room and just because I was putting my phone on charge and just sat in my room for a bit because halftime entertainment is not normally nothing bad, like nothing massive. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's normally the pre-game one you want to see
because they set up the stage and shit.
Yeah, but the game
close.
Is this one of the best games, best grand finals we've seen? At least. Let's not even take best we've seen. Is this the best of the 2000 century?
One of, I'd say. One of the closer ones.
Yep. What one would challenge it for you, do you think?
2018 would be up there.
Yep.
2010 draw would be up there.
Yeah, the only thing was it was a bit
2012 was pretty close.
Yep. Yeah.
Trying to think. 2008 was pretty good.
Yeah, of course.
The other ones
2007,
have been blowouts.
2007 was good. No, it wasn't. Geelong won by 190.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
the rest of them have sort of been blowouts.
Yeah. But yeah, so
2016 was pretty good.
Bulldog Sydney?
Yep.
Yeah.
But that was purely for the underdog, I feel.
But yeah, so obviously Collingwood got the win by 4 points. Chris Hill kicking 4, Chris McGolwey kicking 2. Dacos had the 29. Chris had 25, who I thought was really good, but Howe also 24 at 88% efficiency. Pendlebury, huge last quarter, finished with 24 touches. Coleman, as you mentioned pre-show, was very good with 28. Got shut down a bit in the second half, though, I thought.
Yeah.
But the Norm Smith went to, how good was he? Bobby Hill.
He was good.
4 goals in the first half, 18 disposals, 8 marks, 5 tackles, and 9 score involvements. The Dazzler. Has a little fake and a little shimmy, that goal when he snapped it around his body.
And he did
the specky.
The fake. Yeah, it was good as well.
But I remember I was watching it, and as you can see, my first stop point, who better to kick the first goal than Nick Dacos? You can't even write it.
Yeah.
Like, to get the crowd up, the only other person to kick the first goal of that grand final that would have got the crowd up, that would have been Jack Ginnivan.
Yeah, or maybe Mason Cox.
Yeah, true.
He would have got the USA chant straight away.
But yeah, I just thought that was a great start, and I was like, oh, we are on. But then Nathan Murphy, that heavy hit.
Yeah, he was free to go back on, but he pulled the pin.
I like that because
unselfish.
He's had concussion problems in the past.
Yeah,
which is why he said he passed, but when he was running, he was still feeling a little bit dizzy, so he didn't want to go on and risk it and be like the reason we lost to the team.
Yeah.
And when he went down, I was like, no, because he's such a critical part of that defense.
Yeah, he was, but I think it's good that he unselfish of him to take himself off if he wasn't right. A lot of people would be like, no, it's the grand final, I'll play on.
Yep.
And that can cost.
And I thought Pat Lipinski was good when he came on.
He was better than Billy Frampton.
He had a role, mate. He did that. He did that role well, I thought.
Yeah, with his 2 touches.
No, he did. He was tagging.
You reckon
he was tagging?
That's your excuse, is it? Yep.
He was playing the game. Oh, he dropped a few sitters, but although
he dropped 8. He dropped 8 sitters.
It wasn't 8.
Oh,
relax.
go back and watch the replay.
It wasn't. It was 2 or 3.
I reckon it was 6 or 7.
No, it was 2 or 3, and he hadn't played footy for a month, and he'd walked straight into a grand final at tagging Harris Andrews. So I thought he did his role.
Got to be taking marks, man. Some of those marks were pissy.
He's not a forward.
And that refrains you from taking marks?
Yeah, it does, actually.
No, I don't believe
it's
so.
Golden Fist. R.I.P. Danny Frawley. But, Golden Fist,
if you play AFL football, you need to take a mark.
No, but I thought he nullified Harris Andrews' impact on the game.
Yeah, to an extent.
I don't think Harris Andrews really impacted the game at all.
Till the last quarter, I reckon he had a bit more impact. I think
but other than that, I don't think
2 or 3 intercepts.
Yeah, I don't think he had any impact really at all.
Interesting take.
But Billy Frampton obviously did drop a few.
How big was Joe Danaher's game?
Oh, I was like, can this bloke stop it? He has something against Collingwood, I think.
If there's ever a day,
he always turns up against Collingwood.
If there's ever a day for a bloke to turn up, it's grand final day, and he did just that.
Yeah.
So good on him.
And then how good was Kitty Coleman, especially in that first half? He had 20-plus touches and was just mopping up everything.
Yeah, he couldn't. He had the ball on a string.
What about Zach Bailey's goal?
Good goal.
The banana.
Very good goal.
Oh, is that one of the best goals we've seen in a granny, nearly?
Yeah.
It's up there.
It's got to be up there.
It's definitely up there.
What do you reckon the best goal in the grand final you've seen?
Ooh.
Luke Hodges won from like the boundary against West Coast in 2015. That was pretty good.
I'll give you one from Hawthorn. Will Langford's dribbler.
Oh, the dribbler?
Yeah,
that was pretty good.
That's not bad.
That was pretty good.
That dribbler is not bad. What else is it?
Who?
Oh, even Tommy Boyd running from 50.
Jeremy Cameron's goal in the 2018 grand final. He kicked it from like 58 metres out.
Yeah.
55.
Still side bottom 2023. Good roost that. Great roost for an old bloke.
True.
For a bloke who looks 50.
How long do you reckon them two have got left? Pendles
has got
Steele.
number 2 at least. At least. I reckon Steele will retire before Pendlebury.
You don't reckon they'll retire at the same time?
They could, but I think Pendlebury looks like he can go on a bit more than what Sidebottom can.
Oh, okay.
Personally.
What makes you say that?
I know. I just feel like he's moving a bit better.
Oh, okay.
He's a bit more consistent. I think Sidebottom can go in and out of games sometimes, whereas Pendlebury
I can see that.
Can at least play a role, directs traffic and all that type of stuff. But Jeremy Howell actually broke 3 ribs.
Oh, when he got hit, that was
Charlie Cameron.
Charlie
Cameron.
Yeah, what a dog shot! I mean, fair bump.
Yeah.
Oh, got him right in like the liver.
But he was good. Jeremy Howell, 24 touches, 9 intercepts, 88% efficiency, and suffered 3 broken ribs.
Good game.
Yeah, very good game.
I can't even do that with normal ribs.
And as you mentioned, Joey Danaher was very good. with providing a tall target with 3 goals, 16 disposals, 8 marks, 7 score involvements and 4 hit-outs. But this bloke's last quarter, Scotty Pendlebury, it's the reason the Pies won it, I think, in the end. Had 11 touches, 3 marks, 3 tackles, and a clearance. Just controlled play and was so composed, I thought.
Yeah, it was very good. I did think Brisbane had a lot more momentum going into that last quarter. They missed a couple of good, not easy opportunities, but solid opportunities.
Yeah.
To kick a few goals.
And
I was nervous in the last minute and a half for the Pies.
The advantage?
Shouldn't have been advantage.
It shouldn't have been advantage. No way.
That's a terrible call. But then again...
But people are saying by the rule book, it is.
Yeah, it is because he kicked the ball
Yeah.
away. It had 2 disposals
Yeah.
after. But then again, it's grand final day.
You can't hear.
You probably couldn't hear the whistle. So I think... But the umpires tend to put the whistle away in the last quarter.
Yeah, they do.
Grand finals, so... Would they have gotten up?
Well, too hard to say. They could have turned it over.
Yeah.
Someone like a Darcy Moore could have intercepted.
Maybe.
Another person who I thought was really, really good, and he made a good Instagram post afterwards too, saying what are they going to say, what they got to say now, was Toby Mitchell. I thought he was huge. He had 24.
He finally got his
played off
medallion.
Lockie Neal. Played on Lockie Neal. Had 24 touches, 13 tackles though, is where he did a lot of his grunt work.
That's huge.
But one thing I want to ask you. Thoughts on Jack Ginnivan going to Moonee Valley Friday night before a grand final?
Wasn't he in a box?
He was.
Box
I think so. Yeah.
I don't see a problem with it, to be honest.
Yep.
Do you see an issue with it?
No, it's all right, I guess.
I mean, if he was there and
wasn't drinking and was home by 10, he said.
Yeah, I wouldn't have an issue with that, especially if he's in
Would you have done
owner's
it?
box. Would I have done it? I mean, probably not.
Yeah.
But look, if you're in an owner's box and you're not, 1, drinking, 2, you're home at a reasonable hour, and 3, you're not what's the word I'm looking for here? Drawing attention to yourself or causing an issue.
Yeah, not putting yourself out there so that someone could come and just hit you. I think that's what people say. Or he could cause drama.
But if you're in an owner's box, and I feel like that's a lot better of a place. Like if you're down in the yard with all the other guys, with all the other people there, then I think there might have been a bit of an issue with that.
Yeah.
But look, should he have done it? Probably not.
Probably not.
I don't see a massive issue with it though.
Yeah.
He wasn't doing anything wrong. He was, for all we know, he could have been supporting a mate. It'd be like if you had a horse and I was playing the grand final and I came down to support your horse.
Yeah.
So I don't know. He's copped a lot of backlash for it.
But you see, how good was his Mad Monday?
Yeah, in the jockey outfit.
Yeah, rocking off in the jockey outfit. Tell you who pulled off an elite Mad Monday fit? Isaac Quainer.
Yeah, the Lewis Hamilton.
That was, he nailed that.
Yeah, it was good.
Mason Cox.
Just as a...
T-Rex, wasn't it?
T-Rex?
Yeah.
Coxzilla?
Yeah, Coxzilla. It's quite funny. Have you seen the video of him rocking up to Nova on the Monday? They got him for an interview. Oh, he was in all sorts.
What?
They got him for an interview and they had to go pick him up. And then they're like, oh... And then...
Bit pissed.
Oh, he was hungover, but like...
Oh, okay.
But he was just, and then they got him Macca's at Uber Eats from the radio. He's like, Macca's.
Yeah, good.
And then he's like, give me a hug. Whenever he walked in, they're like, congratulations, Coxie. He's like, give me a hug. And they're, not too hard.
And then, you know who did sound a bit pissy? So when we were at the AIA Centre, Steel Sidebottom sounded a bit pissy doing his little speech. Oh, not Steel Sidebottom, Scott Pendlebury.
What on Saturday?
No, on the... Oh, yeah, sorry, the Saturday, yeah, just after they won it.
Oh, did you? So you went down where the whole crowd was too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yep.
I was there.
Yeah, but pissed already. How long after the game was that?
Oh, 8:30. It was 8:30 at night that they came on. So they would have been drinking in the rooms.
About 2 hours?
Yeah, 2 2.5.
I guess, yeah. Yeah, I guess.
Dehydrated
too, because it was hot.
That'd be a big... I feel like you'd get even more pissed up after running out a full grand final.
Yeah.
And not drinking anything but piss afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. You get it with cricket too.
Do you see Daryl Braithwaite performed for their little private function?
Did you see Darcy Cameron still the show?
Yeah. Whose shoulders did he get on?
I don't know.
He's not a small bloke.
Yeah, I know.
So that's interesting.
Thoughts on Bo McCleary? Do you think much of it?
He probably just got caught up a bit in the excitement.
Yeah, in the excitement, I think.
there should be a routine. You go up there, they give you the medal, you shake their hand, you put the hat on their head, then you do whatever you want.
Oh, the one that made me so, like, maybe a bit sad but happy at the same time was the one who gave the medal to Nick Dacos.
Oh,
Came up in the wheelchair. He's like, you should be so proud. He's like, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that one
He did the right thing. He said he acknowledged him.
He was really nice. Then turns around,
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. I think I got a new favorite. I got a fan favorite. I don't know if he's my favorite player, but just a favorite person. So, good old Lecky, Oleg Markov. I love the bloke. How is it when he gets on? Yo, and then do you see the interviews after the game when they're like, get the crowd going again as they're interviewing him? They're all going, Oleg, and he's sitting there doing like a little shuffle.
No, I didn't see that, but I did see his Mad Monday. What could have been wearing his old.
You see him do his little shuffle on the stage?
No.
When he got his medal?
No.
Did you not stay for the medal ceremony?
I didn't watch the medal ceremony.
He does a little... Because all he listens to is hard techno.
Oh, really?
24/7. So he's just like one of those...
Where's he from?
I think...
Croatia?
Yeah, Croatia. Maybe even Russia?
Yeah, not Russia.
Markov?
I don't think...
Markov?
I'm looking this up.
Croatian's a good shout.
I'm looking this up. Oleg Markov background. I forgot he played at Richmond.
And Gold Coast.
Forgot about that as well.
What could have been elite. Click on maybe personal life and it'll say where his family's from.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find.
Can't be that much written about him.
Early life. Belarus.
Where's that?
That's an excellent question. Where is...
Belarus.
Nah, it's in Europe somewhere. Come on. Belarus. It's like smack bang in the middle of Poland, Ukraine, and Russia.
Oh, so Russia wasn't that bad.
You weren't far off.
Do you know the only reason I said Russia? The no.
Oh.
But the other one was Monday night.
How shit was the Brownlow? Don't get me started on that shit house.
No, we're getting him started.
Don't.
Wind him up.
That's a shit.
Wind him up. Was it... Oh, before we start, credit to Lockie Neal winning his second Brownlow.
Yeah, well done.
Well done.
Didn't deserve it, but deserved it last year, 100%. I reckon robbed of it last year. Did not deserve it this year.
No, I'm not going to sit here and say he didn't deserve it. I'm saying people didn't poll.
Piss off, Trent.
People didn't poll in games they should have. Tell me how Errol Goulden in the last round has 42, kicks 2, gets 1 vote. Nick Dacos has 38, kicks 2, 0 votes. 40, kicks 1, 0 votes. 35, kicks 2, 0 votes. Tell me how that works.
But you get 13 touches and you get 3 votes.
And about 6 of them were clangers, I think.
That's shit out.
6 of them were clangers.
Some people were trying to argue, the umpires are just showing who had a greater impact of the game. If you've had the ball in your hands and you've gotten rid of it 42 times, how's that not making an impact on the game?
And you've hit the scoreboard while doing it.
Don't. And there was no consistency because some people got 40 touches and got the 3 votes. Jai Newcomb, for an example.
Yeah.
And there were some people that had real average games getting 3 votes.
Yeah.
So, just don't.
But yeah.
Well done, Lachlan Neal.
So it went Lockie Neal on 31, then Bont followed on 29, Dacos 28, Goulden and Butters on 27, Petrarca 26, Sarong and Viney on 24, and Cripps and Noah Anderson on 22.
Noah Anderson was a surprise to me. I didn't think he'd polled 22.
Any surprises? That's the top 10 I wound it up there, but any surprises that names you don't see in there? Maybe even a Jordan Dawson?
I'm surprised that, well, I'm not really because I said...
I'm happy Toby Green polled well. He got 18 or 20 votes, I think.
Yeah, he polled all right. Jai Newcomb surprisingly polled well. For how shit we were. I think 18 votes in the end.
Okay, yep.
For, how average we played in some games. I'm surprised he was managed to rack up 18 votes. James Warple did all right as well.
Any surprises that you don't see in there? Maybe Jordan Dawson?
Yeah, Jordan Dawson was good. Rowan Marshall polled pretty good.
But any surprises that you don't see in the top 10, I'm saying?
I don't see Rowan Marshall in the top 10.
Oh, well, you're going to try and tell me you're going to finish top 10 in a Brownlow?
Nah, not really.
Jordan Dawson's probably the only one I can think of.
Yeah.
Jordan Dawson, that's probably it.
We're probably missing a big one.
Zach Merritt, maybe?
Yeah, he was up there in the first half of the Brownlow.
Yes, maybe Zach Merritt or...
Am I the only one that thought the Brownlow dragged as well? Like,
No,
it wasn't
you're
done
not.
till
You're not.
10:30.
You're not. You're not the only one who thinks it dragged. You're not.
Like, fucking
it
hell.
takes. They do like two rounds or so, and go to an ad.
Yeah, but I felt like at the start it went pretty quick up until about round 6. They did all the awards, and then it just dragged and dragged, and then the last 3 rounds went really quick. That middle part, sort it out.
Yep.
Sort it out.
I reckon we get the guts to run the Brownlow next year. We'll do a better job.
That'd be like Fev.
Yeah, a few Brownlow, few beers deep. But trade news, Will. Trade news with Will Diss.
Trade news, pretty much. Everything's pretty similar from what I said last episode. Nothing's really gone on much there. Trade news, though, Todd Goldstein and Ben Mackay to join Essendon. Now, you put that in there.
Yep.
I have read that it's pretty certain
that
that's going to happen. There is a slight
free
possibility.
Free agency opens tomorrow.
I'm so excited that the footy season's over.
Free agency starts tomorrow.
This is like finals for shit football teams.
Yeah. So Hawthorn.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. West Coast, North, Hawthorn. Oh, speaking of North, do you think that they deserve their little care package from the AFL?
What do you reckon? Come on now. Don't be silly.
Now, I can see why they've got it. However, if you finish last, second last, third last, you get a top 3 pick. If you're not doing something with the top 3 picks that you've got, then you're doing something wrong as a football club. Jason Horne-Francis, for example, gone. That was, do you reckon it was both parties, both North and the player, or do you reckon it was just the player?
Maybe the club got a bit sick of him too.
Yeah, but if you can't do the most with the picks you've been given or you've earned, like there's a reason that the team who finishes last gets the first pick. There's a reason for that.
Yeah.
And if you can't do anything with it, then you shouldn't get relief from the AFL. Like they're going to have pick, is it 2 this year?
Pick 2, yep.
And pick 19.
Yep.
So that bumps everyone else down in the draft. And then next year, they get pick 19 and 20. I tell you what, if they're not in finals in the next 5, 6 years.
Yep. You're not going to know about it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to know about it.
Next, moving on down. Next one.
Clayton Oliver.
This has picked up some legs.
Now, so I had this in my notes, and when I first wrote it, I'm like, no, not going to happen. It's just sort of throw on the table. Now it's picked up a bit.
Yeah, it has.
There's rumours that the Crows are heavily interested. However, what have they got to offer? Absolutely nothing. Because hang on, I'll get the picks up. Cause
I gave you the picks. Who could? What was? They were saying some picks and Riley Thilthorpe because Melbourne need a key forward. But I don't see Adelaide giving up Riley Thilthorpe.
I saw this. Where was it? It was on one of these pages the other day. I know you've sent it to me, but big silence trick.
I'm waiting for you to find the.
Yeah, well,
Oh, are you trying to look for the draft picks I sent you?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. If you go back to the notes, just go back. It's the 4th one. Go back to your docs, and it's go back.
Yep.
It's the 4th one. You're going past it, right?
Which one?
It should say draft picks.
Yep, right down the bottom.
Yeah, you go.
So sorry about that, people. They've got
working with the most. The less unfortunate. I tried to think.
At that point, I had something. I mean, Adelaide have got.
And give me some spell. I've been urinated on.
You've been pissed on. Adelaide have got pick 9, 20, 23, 47 and 83. I'd say they'd be giving up 9, 20, 23 and a player if they want Clayton Oliver. Because he is locked in. I feel like he's a bit out of favour, though, for Melbourne. I don't think Melbourne want him.
Yep.
So he could go there.
Off-field drama, you think?
Yeah, apparently it's all got to do... Do you remember that hissy fit that him and the
because they weren't treating him right. Apparently, he went to an outside club physio.
What?
To get more clarity. Yeah.
Okay, right. Because I heard that. Well, Melbourne are saying that he didn't treat his hamstring injury appropriately, And then he's saying the club didn't treat it appropriately.
Yeah.
I don't know why I paused for so long there, but you need to update this, mate. Get North Melbourne's pick 19 in there.
Yeah, I do. I really do, don't I? Sorry, mate.
They've got picks 2, 14,
You can
19.
You can update it as well, mate. That's why I've sent it to you.
Yeah, true. Fair enough.
Mr. Trade News.
Shut up, Trent.
Good trade radio.
Hawthorn are also in the running for
Bailey Smith.
Well, Bailey Smith, and we're trying to get. There's rumours that we want to pick up the number 1 draft pick.
Harley Reid, yes,
Harley
I've heard
Reid.
that too. I've heard Melbourne too.
If I was West Coast, I would be trying to give away that number 1 draft pick. Purely because they have WA talent that's going to go high in the draft.
Curtin.
What's he projected? Top 10?
Top 5.
Top 5 even. So I reckon if they can get rid of pick 1 and somehow maybe do a couple of clubs deal, give off pick 1, get pick 2, 3, and maybe a late first round, early second round pick for it. Because I feel like some clubs will but trade a lot for that first pick in Harley Reid, especially clubs that need that midfield thing.
Yep.
Next up, we have Tom Doherty to join the Brisbane Lions.
Yep, so Tom Doherty fell out of favour with Adelaide. Kind of like Clayton Oliver's kind of cracked with the club. He was always put up as elite intercepting defender, but he was vouched as the next captain of the club. Then walks in Jordan Dawson 1 year, then he gets the captaincy, and he is currently just suffered an ACL injury.
Who has?
Doherty.
Yep.
But he's looking to move, and Brisbane looked to be... it was out of Collingwood and Brisbane, and he's nominated Brisbane, so he should get there as of tomorrow.
Really?
It opens, I think they said 9 a.m. tomorrow.
Okay. So that's free agency.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the trade doesn't start till late October.
I think he's unrestricted, so he can just pretty
Easy.
short.
Bailey Smith. Now, last reports that I've read up about is
he's staying.
He's staying, like big time staying.
Yeah.
What have you heard?
I feel like he might stay, but it's just like Hawthorn's picked up a bit of they're going hard apparently. You've gone hard for a few people and haven't landed any.
Yeah, well,
Henry, Mackay, Radigalia.
Henry nominated St Kilda, so that's just stiff.
You went for Mackay, you went for Radigalia.
Mackay, we didn't want to offer as much as Sydney.
Yeah, you went for
Sydney.
Yeah, you went for Radigalia.
He nominated Port.
Yeah, so you've missed out on a few, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, we've missed out on a couple. I'm glad we didn't take Radigalia because we were going to offer him $600,000 a year. That's just ridiculous.
And we'll talk about some money and contracts soon after we get through some of the lists. I think Will wants to unload on something soon.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But we'll keep going with this list and you can unload on that one.
Xavier Dersma gaining interest from Victorian clubs. Now, I think this is purely because his brother
Zane Dersma
is going to a Victorian club, and I think...
But no, not just that. Xavier is from Victoria, and he's a very good player, and he's just fallen out of favour at Port Adelaide with the young midfield. He's the same draft year as Butters and Rosie.
Do you think he's more of a forward or midfielder?
He's that forward mid. So
you've basically just taken my question and didn't answer it at all.
No, I've taken your question, and I've gone, shove it up your ass. He's a bit of both.
Okay, so you think he's...
He's a hybrid.
So he's not he's not a better forward or
no.
Okay, thank you for that, Trent.
He's a mid forward or even a wingman.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But I think that's purely because his brother's getting picked up at a Vic club.
Yeah, he's from Foster down in Victoria, actually. I don't know if you know what that is, a couple of hours drive down Gippsland way.
No.
Because I had a mate I think he said his family was used to live in Foster, so he used to go down there.
Okay.
And that. So he used to go down. Apparently, Dursley was playing senior footy at 15.
As you do.
He'd play 19s and go play ones in the midfield.
Nice. Good. But because I remember last year or the year before when his brother was picking up a bit of interest, a question was asked, would you want to play with your brother if he makes it? And it was a big yes from him.
Yep.
So I feel like there's a bit in that. Also fallen out of favour with Port Adelaide. West Coast. No, sorry. Matt Flynn has nominated West Coast as his preferred destination. That's a big loss for the Giants, I think. Mm-hmm. Big gain. Yep. Big gain. They've lost Nat Nui, so he'll slot right in there.
Yep.
That's a very big pickup for West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Port Adelaide are interested in Ivan Soldo. He has 1 year to go on his contract with Richmond.
Yes, they tried to shop him around last year, Richmond, and got nothing for him. GWS had a little bit of a sniff at him, but didn't get much there. But it looks like they want to keep him now, Richmond. But if I believe he wants to be the number one ruck role, and with Nan Curvis there, he's going to be behind him, I think.
Yep. One thing I want to add to this, last episode I mentioned Jacob Kazitsky to Richmond. That is almost 100% going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it, I don't know what Hawks are going to get for him, but that will happen.
You wouldn't get much, would you? Second or third, maybe.
It's pretty shit.
Second or third.
But yeah, because they want to find someone to replace Jack Rewalt.
Yeah.
In that
we've got your man
position.
Hey.
Watch him go to Richmond and just absolutely tear it up.
Well, did he kick 5 on debut or 6 on debut for the Hawks?
I don't know. I've never liked the bloke.
He kicked 5 or 6 in his second game for the Hawks, I remember. And I was like, this guy could be anything. Done nothing since. So
he can take an all right mark.
But credit to him if everyone's come on the show. Like,
don't. Now the big one.
All right.
That has come up today. I mentioned it to you. Was it before the show?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure. Was it in the group chat I also said it, or did someone post it?
I sent a photo of what another club were preparing to offer him, but it's not even that. It's what his own club has offered him too.
So I'm not sure what his own club's offered him.
8 years.
For the same money?
Don't know about money, but...
Aaron Norton has just been offered a 10-year deal from the Sydney Swans for $11 million, which will lock him away.
Is that what it was?
Yep. 10 years, 11 mil.
Yeah. Yep.
10 years, $11 million.
Supposedly. Yep.
I do not think he's worth that much.
No.
That's the same deal Buddy was on. Actually, less, I think. Was Buddy's 10 mil over 10 years?
Something like that. No, Buddy was like 1.2 a year, I think, wasn't he? Or maybe, I don't know.
Something like that, but that's Buddy money.
Yeah. 100%, yeah.
Do you think he's worth that?
No, do you reckon he's worth 8?
8 mil.
8 years.
Oh, 8 years.
I don't know if I like
How young is he? Is he 23? 24?
I think so. Let me get it up. But
I'm pretty sure he's 23.
The way he plays too, I feel like he's prone to an injury. Like
he's never had injury troubles before, has he?
No, but he's always doesn't look 100% sometimes. He's 23.
Yeah.
Like he's always limping.
So he's young, so that'll lock him away until he's 33.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon 10 years is a bit much.
Yeah. But at the same time, let's flip it. So they're giving Norton 8 years. He didn't have a great season. I don't think he did that much.
No.
Jamara's out of contract next year. What are you giving Jamara? I thought he had a pretty solid season this year.
Yeah, he did.
And he's the number one pick. If it wasn't for if he can fix his accuracy in front of goal, there's no reason Jamara can't kick 50 in a season.
Yeah, true. The Bulldogs are in a good spot here because they have got a lot of big forward depth.
Yep.
They've got Darcy.
I think by the looks of it,
they've got Jamara. They've got Norton.
Should they play Darcy back though, as the intercepting defender? Because that's obviously they've got Jones now, but Jones is 33, I believe. He's like 30s. So could they develop Darcy and then eventually push him up there? But he has played down back in his TAC Cup level.
Has he? I thought he was a forward.
No, he played everywhere.
Oh, okay.
No, so he played forward, played centre half back, and played ruck. Remember, he's 200, I think 4 centimetres.
Yeah,
and he's an athletic, tall person though.
But with an intercepting defender, you want someone that's not. I don't feel like you need someone that tall. You want someone who's who's good in the air, a lot like athletic and quick.
Mm-hmm.
For example, Darcy Moore fills that role. Markov fills that role well.
Yeah, but at the same time, like
Harris Andrews.
But he is an athlete for his height.
Yeah, true.
He doesn't move the way he's built, if that makes sense.
Okay.
If that kind of makes sense.
Yep.
But yeah, he's definitely played down there. They don't want to put him in the ruck by the looks of it, but then they don't want to play a ruckman. They've getting rid of Jordan Sweet, which is English is back up, and English is out of, and he's in no rush to start conversations.
Tim English, he'll say the Dogs.
Yeah, he will, I reckon, but he's in no rush, and he's a Western Australian from there. He's from WA.
West Coast. Nah, they've taken Flynn.
Yeah, but yeah. But there's another big. Is there anything else you wanted to touch on?
Tyler Brockman, definite to the West Coast Eagles,
which is understandable, family reasons. So
yep.
That type of stuff I can fully accept.
I can get behind, and that could be used to get the first pick off them as well. I think that I saw it on, might have been Triple M or SEN, like a mock trade where Tyler Brockman picked 3 and we get pick 1 and 30 something.
Yep.
Hang on, let me get it up. I'm not getting it up.
For before we get into the next topic, I got a couple more sports, but next week, I know you wanted to touch on the draft too.
Yeah, I'll do that closer to the draft.
Or in a couple of weeks, can you give me your top 10?
As of right now?
Like, yeah.
Probably not top 10.
Or give me your top 10. You just, it doesn't even have to, well, I'd like it to be in order.
I can give you some names that I think will go like.
It doesn't even have to be
Harley Reid flat out one.
Yeah, but
that won't change.
No, you don't have to do it now. That's what I'm saying. You go through and look at it.
Oh yeah, easy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll give you a couple of weeks or even next week or something. Figure out a list, top 10, or if you want to go top 15, it's up to you, whatever.
I reckon Nick Watson's slipping a bit.
You reckon? Oh, he's a star.
Only because
he's height.
But clubs aren't looking for small forwards. Like the lower clubs are not looking for small forwards.
He plays a lot taller than he is, though.
I know.
But
in AFL is a completely different competition.
Yeah. But at the same time, a couple of years ago, they'd say you're too small, we're not even considering you.
Yeah, I know.
He's too good not to consider.
Yeah.
Well, you saw him live.
Yeah, I know. In saying that, though, I know West Coast, North, Hawthorn, the Gold Coast, they're all looking or are going to take key position players, whether that's forward or a back.
Mm-hmm. He might just slip purely position.
That's what I'm saying.
What I think helped him too was when he was playing, I think he was in the AIO squad, they helped him. He's now had experience down half back.
Yep.
So that's helped him to develop a bit more. Like Sheasel, obviously, he was a freak. He just came, he hadn't played half back and flourished in that. But there's no reason he's got that behind his belt now, so he can go back if needed to. And he can run through the middle. It's
easier to go from forward to back.
Yeah, but
in my opinion.
But not sometimes, I think.
Being someone who plays
if you can read the game well, it's good. You can't just go down half back. I don't think if you don't have a knowledge on how to read the game. I think if you play half back, especially the Sheasel role and all that, you've got to be able to predict, all right, what's happening one kick ahead of what's about to happen, if that makes sense.
Yeah, with
you're one kick in front of what the play actually is.
Yeah, with that though, you've also, being a forward, if you've played forward beforehand, you already know or can predict when that next kick is.
Yeah. I remember back in juniors, even like under 13s, and like it didn't really work, but we had 2 people who wanted to play full forward.
Yep.
So what the coach said, it didn't end up in the end because one of them cracked it, so they had to switch it. But he goes, all right, so what I'm going to do is half the year, one of you plays full back, and I want you to watch the opposition's full forward and play on him and watch everything he does.
Yep.
Second half, I want you guys to flip. So the guy goes full back, now goes full forward goes to full back. So then you learn what about
second half of the season?
Yeah.
Or second half of the game?
Second half of the season.
I reckon that would work better if you put halfway through the game.
Yeah, so that was, and didn't work in the end because one cracked it, but as kids do sometimes. But that's your type of trying to say, like you can predict if you're forward, yeah. But another thing was, another grand final. Did you watch the rugby?
Yeah.
I'm not a rugby.
Shit weekend for Brisbane.
I'm not a rugby fan. I'm not a rugby fan. I sat down and watched the last 20 minutes. Jesus, I thought Broncos, here they go. Enter Nathan Cleary. Oh my God. Did he go beast mode?
Oh yeah. His whole game was good.
Yeah. No, I think he said he wasn't very happy with his first half. Pretty sure.
Yeah, but when you look at as a total, I think he covered 11 Ks, which is a lot for a rugby player.
Well, Walsh looked like he was going to take the game away from him at one point.
Walsh is good. Well,
yeah,
Walsh
he's a freak.
Walsh is one of the best NRL players in the league.
But how good was
it? It was a great game.
Yeah,
great game, especially for. I watch rugby a bit.
Three-peat, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a three-peat now. Yeah,
only the best teams can do it, mate.
But yeah, it's a three-peat. But starting Sunday, and this hasn't got much traction, but we're going to follow this closely. Obviously, I don't know if you will such. I know you're a fan of cricket, but you don't watch it.
I watch it
when it's over summer.
No, I watched it. I watched every single game of the Ashes, the whole thing.
Well, put it this way. I love my cricket, I reckon, more than you.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even do that. But, like, I normally just end up falling... I end up just normally falling asleep doing it. But We've got to stay in contact with this. It's probably just the daily wrap.
Nah, it's trade stuff. I'll have a look at that.
But ODI World Cup starts tonight. I think the first game is actually. Let me just double check. I think our first game is Sunday. How's this for a first game? We've got India.
It'll be a very big tone setter for the tournament.
It's in India too. Oh, I've clicked the wrong cricket app, but I'm pretty sure if I go.
Where do you reckon would be, out of every single sport, the most daunting stadium to run into? If it was the opposition's home game, if that makes sense.
Probably India.
You reckon?
Yeah, do you see how crazy their fans are? Virat Kohli and Sachin Tendulkar are like gods to them over there. They can't even leave their house sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I mean. But so first game is tonight, England and New Zealand. Good way to open.
That's a good game.
It's a good way to open.
Very good game.
Starts at 7:30, so it's not too late. Although it's an ODI, so it will go into the early mornings. So I'll probably get maybe the first innings, I reckon, and then I'll probably doze off.
50 overs?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Just double checking.
Yeah, but I'll probably get the first innings. But yeah, so we'll just go through quickly our squad. So we got Pat Cummins, obviously the skipper, Steve Smith, Alex Carey, Josh Inglis, Sean Abbott, Marnus Labuschagne, Cameron Green, Josh Hazelwood, Travis Head, Mitch Marsh, Glenn Maxwell, Marcus Stoinis, David Warner, Adam Zampa, Mitchell Stark. Who misses out in the first game, you think? So Smith and Marsh Marsh might bat 3.
Carey's definitely
Warner.
Steve Smith in, Carey in.
Warner,
Inglis, I don't know.
Cummins in, Stark in.
David Warner could
miss it. Maxwell in.
You reckon, how much cricket's he played since?
Maxwell just made 80 odd the other day for Australia.
Play on. Play on.
And Marnus took 3 for.
You know what I am keen for?
Yep.
Australian Open. Yeah. Hopefully Nick Kyrgios can get up because I want to go.
Yep.
I want to go. I want to watch him because normally his first 1 or 2 matches is played on the free, not free courts, but an outside court.
Yeah.
Or you can get access to it.
Yeah.
He likes playing as a John Cain Arena.
Yeah, it's always very good playing, going to the Australian Open. I go whenever I can. It's always a good day out.
Yeah. Also, if he does get up, him and Thanasi Kokkinakis will try to go back-to-back as such, even though it's not technically back-to-back.
Yeah, back-to-back at the Oz Open.
Yeah, well, Nick Kyrgios missed it last year, so they didn't get a chance.
Yep.
So, but no, it'll be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Looking forward to that. Good summer of cricket. Who are we playing in the Boxing Day Test?
Don't put me on the spot. Good question.
It's not Pakistan, is it?
I'll have a look.
I know it's not England. I know it's not India.
When it's in footy season, for some reason, I
think it's Pakistan.
I just switch off. Now it's South Africa. Wait.
No, it's Pakistan, I remember, because they have it at work.
Okay, yeah.
On the screen.
I can't even find it.
Just Google Boxing Day Test.
Oh, yeah. I was just going through...
No. See, come on. Efficiency trick. Come on.
Boxing Day Test 2023 will be against Pakistan, as you said, and it's a... what does it say? It's a 2-match series. Only 2 matches and then 3 ODIs. That's weird. But is there anything else? Sorry, keep on.
Don't they normally have one at...
Normally about 5.
WA, one at the Gabba.
Yeah.
One at the... How do you determine a series out of 2 matches?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it just
3
says,
at least, surely.
Oh, no, sorry. It says the MCG will host 2 international cricket matches over the 2023.
Okay,
yeah.
Read the details, trick.
I'm sorry. Was there anything else you wanted to touch on?
No, that's about all from me, mate. Congratulations again on the win.
Oh, thanks, mate. And
do you reckon that... Actually, one more thing.
Yep.
Do you reckon they're going back-to-back?
Can't say now, can you?
I mean, you can. You can go early.
Yeah.
But...
I don't want to go early. But I'm very confident in our team. But we have got some guests lined up. We're not going to announce who they are, but we do have some guests lined up in the pile.
2 at the moment?
2 or 3, yeah. We've got lined up in the pile. We're going to do some tier lists as well, I reckon. Some rankings, some people's seasons. And
easy.
Yeah, so and then all the trade news.
Oh, I'm so keen for the draft.
And then we'll probably just be cricket and guests, I think.
Cricket, guests, maybe a bit of NBA.
Bit of NBA, yeah.
That's kicking off. I'm keen for that.
Yeah.
Bit of tennis.
Bit of races here and there.
I forgot it's spring. Oh.
But that's just about going to wrap it up, guys. Thanks again for listening. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Spotify. You can find all our episodes on YouTube, Apple Podcasts. But thanks again, guys. And last thing, go Pies. Flag Pies.